And we're back. We're back. My Frankenstein is
He's alive.
it is alive. It's finally ready. It's finally ready. I had the wrong protocol, spinning the motors, but I fixed that now. I just need to get my heads-up display configured like my other one, and tomorrow morning we will fly. The maiden flight, non-crash, no crashes.
Do you remember that game, Unreal Tournament? Do you play it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that reminds me of the weapon, the shredder, where like you shoot like these rotating like buzzsaw blades.
Okay.
And it ricochets everywhere. Because I feel
More or
like
less.
I don't remember that.
because I feel like that's just like a bunch of knives spinning around, and I don't feel safe in its presence. You've cut me too many times. You've hit me too many times with your drones.
I haven't hit you enough with drones.
And if that one hit me, what if it hits me up here? I'm just done.
Done.
I think you're already done, mate.
The jugular is
In the neck?
in the neck. Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna.
I wouldn't want to
it's
watch you bleed out.
It's not gonna be good, is it?
Maybe it'll be interesting through the goggles. I don't
Do you know first aid?
What?
Do you know first aid?
Actually, yes, I do know first aid. I had
That's good.
to do a first aid course. I had to do CPR oxygen administration course in order to do the rescue diver qualification.
So if you like cut me open, would you be able to save me?
Guess what? You know that dummy that people practice CPR on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, there was a girl who was found deceased somewhere, and someone did an illustration of what she looks like, and they never identified who she was. And that dummy is based on the illustration of that dead girl.
Okay.
Oh.
And
interesting.
also she was a child as well,
Oh, I
Mor-
did
morbid?
infant CPR class.
like 14 or
it's
something.
actually different.
What?
I did an infant CPR class.
An infancy
Infant CPR.
infant CPR? Oh, because
yeah.
you're a parent.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
It's a
why is
cool
it
thing.
different?
Is that you use fingers to
Yeah, you have to use fingers.
like
yeah.
2 fingers or something?
Yeah.
I don't know why I know
None
that.
of the-
Yeah,
none of
none of
that.
I guess you know what I've seen. You know those heartwarming videos of animals being rescued and so on. I think I saw
Yeah.
somebody do not CPR, but well, I guess so, on a squirrel.
Yeah.
They were using like 1 finger or 2 fingers to like.
Yeah, you're supposed to like do compressions like between, I guess, like your nipple area.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Crazy stuff. man.
what other dad responsibility training
Instructional
have
courses.
you?
Training.
Like how to hold them.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
support the head,
I
right?
actually like had
The
never.
head is soft as well when it,
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah, I was like really terrified. I'd always use my hands. Like when a female holds a child, they hold it like close to their stomach, like with their arms.
Mhm.
But like I trust my hands more. So like I
Yeah,
just use
because
my
you're
hands
just
a lot.
yeah. But I suppose
So
that's
it look weird.
I guess the heat and so on is kind
Yeah.
of you're bonding with the child, but
Yeah,
man's just like you're secure.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Very much home improvement. You
Yeah.
basically need to walk around with one of those belts with just like screwdrivers and stuff. Like
Yeah. No, I also have. Yeah, I have like the backpack thing that you wear it on front.
when
Yeah.
the baby's just sitting there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the same sunglasses on when
know about
she's
that.
a little larger.
Do you use it as like a weight vest? Just like do some pull-ups. Once you got a baby,
I've never done that.
take the
I
baby
don't
on some
recommend
pull-up
following
journey.
Dan's instructions. I hope you never have a child,
Just gotta start them young, James.
just to
Fashion
for
continues.
safety reasons. I'm going to get you father, daughter, and mother matching glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah, because when you got the baby hanging off your chest like that, you got to have matching sunglasses. It's the cool look.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Trust me, he's into it. You saw the t-shirt he got us.
This is crazy. It's like stalemate that's
Yeah.
going on right now.
I love it.
Oh.
Ruined.
Not so still anymore. ATK moving up the banana position. Exit R has a look and falls back, trying to hold on to the ruins, as they're called in the game. We've got Mayan and CTs by the wall, but he's got no flashbang delve. What he can do is try and pop shots through the smoke. Speaking of popping shots, Sonic will pop faces. A P250 on Inferno. Now this is really a rare sight on the T side. Leo Drunky moving, trying to stop the plant. He will be successful for the time being. 2v2 now, 40 seconds on the clock. MOTM gets absolutely ruined. Sharks once again looking for a good start on the CT side. The double peak. Floppy's in a really bad situation, dying beside the plant pots. And the pistol goes to Sharks.
It looked like ATK had that pistol won before the flank comes in from Leo Drunky. It also looked like they should have had enough time to dedicate someone to the flank. It was like they realized a little bit too late that the flank's open right now. You can see OC was just in the middle of the open.
Yeah. Because otherwise you can go for another plant that's just as strong. If
Yeah.
everyone's on the site, then you can plant first oranges or plant the fountain or something like that. Yeah, that's. You do find sometimes there is not always the cognizance of where are we all positioned right now, and here is the plant that I'm gonna put down.
Yeah, remember.
We just go for Coffin's plants.
Remember like
default.
Heroic earlier? How we complimented them on Mirage?
Yeah, with the planting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like you see that a large amount of the time in Pug specifically, obviously, because it's Pug. But that's a good example of people just not understanding what plants for what occasion.
There are plants by the CT smoke area, 1B. There are plants right there. Do you remember the multiple updates to Inferno added pretty flowers? Somebody went in with the flowers on Inferno. There are the plant pots. We made a guerrilla video after which, about the sound of the plant pots when you break them, after which time the sound was updated and there's sounds of gunfire now on the B bomb site by the fishies. And ATK are looking to upset Sharks again in the second round. Just like on Train, they are in a very strong position to potentially do the same here on Inferno.
So there's something to get the plant down. They don't have anyone in Banana, but there's no flanks, so that's fine. Flashbang to get some position, but still not looking amazing here. For Sharks, having to all come from construction, but they're actually forcing their way through. Just 2 players left. Of course, the firepower is an issue here. Oh,
no.
That's a huge exchange with the Deagle. OC doing the damage.
JNT going for the hero diffuse. Is he going to be peaked with 1 second on the clock? He's shooting the floor, but somehow steals the round anyway. That was so close.
That's got to be like 100 milliseconds or something. That's got. Did we get a time on that? Sometimes the game tells you.
Again, they have reset Sharks on Sharks' CT side.
Oh, OC. Oh my god, it was 0.00.
Yeah.
It's less than 100 milliseconds.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
god.
And here we are again. That's a very nice grenade from ATK. Sorry, 2 ATK from Sharks, but the B bomb site has been lost. They may have taken damage, but they've taken position, and that can be more important. Often is. Not committing to the B bomb site just yet. Wondering, 2 down Banana. Are there more on B?
So here you just want MOTM to just go a bit hard in towards A, because there's a timing where now the CTs can be rotating, and then no information is good. So just by waiting around here, now they don't know for sure. Could be a stack, don't know. I feel like after those 2 kills, if you're going to hold position, let MOTM go to the A bomb site, see what he sees. Even if he sees 1 person, you know you have a 3 versus 2 on the site. But this will work out, of course. How do you like? What is your ideal situation there, Sean? Like, how would you ideally play that position?
I think I would have MOTM probably like press in after the 2 frags. Maybe like smoke spawn, smoke coffin. Have him press in, keep the lurker on the A side of the map. I mean, if MOTM gets in, then you just kind of like commit. But if obviously he calls 2 people there out of 3, we're in a good position to just run back up mid and take A side.
Yeah. Well, ATK have converted pretty nicely. I can't believe how close the previous round was.
Yeah, I didn't like how aggressive ATK remained towards construction. Like, I felt like if they just played the numbers in the site, there's almost no time for Sharks to retake the bomb site by the time they got in.
Ooh! I got a reply from Vitaly, CSGO developer. So if you remember, yesterday I sent him an email saying, if one buys armor plus helmet and over various rounds the armor goes to 0, does one still have a helmet? And he replied, when base armor value reaches 0, all damage computational flows treat the player as having no armor on any of the body groups. For example, in Danger Zone, if you find just a helmet on the ground, it will also grant the player +5 armor points. So to answer your question, when armor value goes to 0, the player is considered to have lost both armor and helmet and should rebuy. Good luck, have fun.
That's a travesty. I invested in that helmet.
Yeah, where does it go?
Remember when the helmets used to fall off?
I don't
In this game?
that. Yeah.
Not in this
Not
game.
in this game, no, not in this game.
And what game are you talking about? You're talking about a game that's not related to the game we're talking about. And saying, do you remember this thing?
I'm pretty sure Helmets
In this, in this game that you were not talking about, which has not been defined.
I wore a helmet once and it fell off.
So I'm so lost. Well, the B-bomb side has been a favorite for ATK so far, and it has yielded success, I think, fairly reliably. It is all about the B-bomb side. The A side has seen zero action this game so far. Zero action.
Mag 7. Gone.
Mag 7's portrayed me far too many times.
Yeah. It's really annoying for me because I have a really sick Mag 7.
Oh, you have the
Yellow and
Navi
black stripes
one, yeah.
It's got Virtus Pro stickers on it.
Virtus
it
Pro,
looks
okay.
amazing. It looks amazing. We need to get up my... Wait a minute. We were supposed to get up my Karen bit, spiderweb. We haven't done that. We failed to do that. And also now the Mag 7. The Mag 7 is amazing. I can't remember what it is now. Because the red and black is radiation hazard. But the yellow and black...
It's like bulldozer, right? Or something like that.
No, that's just yellow. It's just full yellow.
Ew.
I think there is a Mag 7 bulldozer.
I think so, yeah.
But no, mine's the stripy one. It's the best one.
Man, like in 50 years, you're gonna be in like you're gonna own a gallery, and it's gonna have, you're just gonna be like looking at your Steam profile, teaching people about the artistic value of all the old skins.
There we go. So if you flip it, look at that spider web. This deserves full screen, man. We need to see this full screen. This is not enough.
Then they can give you
Let's
full
just take
screen.
over the show, shall we? If there's a pause or something, maybe. But the camera bit we need full screen, but the Mag 7 can fit in there, no problem.
People were probably looking at the stream like without sound. They see that camera bit, they're like, oh, they're doing a giveaway, and then they turn on the sound. Nope, we're just looking at James' inventory. Sorry, guys.
But if you're a Bardolphian, maybe you can win skins on this stream.
I don't think those exist, Dan. But soon there'll be citizens of
How
Bardistan.
do you give away loads of skins in the stream?
They mean to do that?
It's a deep one.
Yeah, it's very deep. I like it.
Stops people from creeping onto the into the corner.
Deal with the
Dodgy
cubby,
corner. Yeah. 50 seconds on the clock. Still 5 for both sides. But ATK have denied information to Sharks. And despite that Molotov up banana, oh, there'll be a swap actually. JNT has a smoke, so he's going to re-smoke. However, look at the creep. MOTM is trying to suggest frustration. They've made a play through the smoke though. Sonic is completely blind. OC's there to support. And now the rotation's got to come back, but all the frags are going the way of ATK. This looks nicely done.
Yeah, this is really well played.
And
Sharks couldn't get info, so they didn't know how to stack players. Because at that point, ATK can go back to B, because they know that ATK also had banana control.
There it is. Hazard. It looks great with the VP stickers on there. But it's a very nice Mag 7 anyway. The stripes are fantastic.
I feel like the stickers are kind of scrunched in on such like a small area.
Yeah.
If you see it first person, it looks really nice.
Mm.
But I think I get a kill a third of the time when I feel like I'm pointing straight at them. So it's not the one. I'd rather use a Nova, to be honest.
Isn't it so frustrating when you get shotgun from
Aim
like
for the head, he says.
mid-range?
I'll try that. I'll try him for the head. But it's a shotgun, right? It spreads shells, so you would think if you blast in the chest.
Yeah.
The theory is supposed to, but no.
Isn't it true that like games make shotguns way worse than they would be in real life? Like shotguns would just be OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
especially
the spread.
I mean, yeah, the idea of the sawed off, I suppose, it's used legally, so you can swing it around in a small area.
Yeah.
But at very close range, you're going to be filled with pellets, for sure.
Well, this is looking like a pretty good T side from ATK so far. The last round was a really big tell in terms of how we can analyze their T side approach. Because we saw at default, we saw them open up both options towards B and towards A, and put Sharks in a position where Sharks didn't feel like they could play for information, and they had to play 2-3 on the bomb sites. And that's kind of where you want a CT team to be. With no information of what you're already doing.
2 rifles for Sharks. But they've got 4 smokes. There's a minute on the clock, and they're still holding on to 4 smokes. This is really important.
Scary.
One of the smokes is currently towards A, but we've seen that they've rotated when they felt like they needed, sorry, towards B. They've rotated, and you can see Mayen's making his way over, presumably to dump his smoke. We've got J&T spotting. He will soon see enough. Now, what does he do with his smoke? Okay, he's considering responding to that, but he's going to keep it open. He's got Mayen in position. Mayen did go and deploy his smoke towards the B bomb site, so they've got an extra one over there. 37 seconds on the clock, but it looks like ATK are committed, but they're not really past this position just yet. Mayen with the Deagle gone towards that arch position. 28 seconds on the clock. We've got the 5th man rotating over now. Mayen's wasting their time, but they've made it onto the bomb site with 20 seconds to fix the situation. Oh my god, Exit R may have just won the round. It's 15 seconds. They can't even focus on clearing the remaining players. They've got to plant the bomb. Lucan top mid. Might be a long con now. He'll hear the player jumping into the balcony. The bomb will get planted. Very nervous stuff, but Lucan's in a very forward position. He knows one somewhere in the apartments, and the other one's on the site.
Are they going to try to double peek this? Looks like they might. Oh, goodness me. OC, great play there. He's 11 for 1. That was really cool to see that they were going to go for a double peek because they could have just waited for a crossfire. But if you do that, you get the CT's options to try to isolate you one by one.
Yeah, especially when they knew one of them was, in the apps, right? OC probably felt like they needed to make a play. Otherwise, he was just going to get singled out. That was a really good call.
I did not see that second headshot coming into Deagle at all. Thought he was done for. But here we are, 5-1. ATK with another roaring start to the T side, resetting shocks on the pistol. Favourable if you get the consecutive. And they did.
Ooh. I like that.
Ooh. Did they invite T's there to order HE? If they did, didn't work as much as they might have liked. Those Molotovs were basically on top of each other.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I don't think we see that enough in certain spots because it does double damage if you do that. Nice jiggle there from JT. And look at the pressure everywhere right now. There's JT's battling for Banana, but at the same time, they're going for this wrap around towards Arch side. J&T has been outmaneuvered. And oh, that's a bit ambitious from Floppy right there.
That was a nice play by J&T to hunt that down. Wow.
What an important kill to get. Stepping was heard there by J&T. He's going to fire off a shot. Attention to the flank here. There's the smoke that will actually ice. That's interesting. Obviously, you could potentially isolate Exit R as he comes up Banana, but at the same time, they're not going to expect him to come through a smoke here. So if they make this play, J&T gets some flashes for Exit R. Maybe there's some good maneuvers here for Exit R.
Beautiful, the transfer. He knows exactly where he is. That clock is ticking, but there's a kit on Exit. If he gets on the bomb, J&T can hold the angle. He's out with a pistol, and that will do. I think it's going to be closed, but looks like he's got it just about. I do wonder why we don't see that play more often. That's only the second time I've seen somebody smoke Banana for their teammate to come through it. But the flashbang combo is pretty on point as well. A false sense of security. They got beated.
That was a really cool play.
Especially with only 2 players left, because you've got Ruins and a CT push to worry about. Sharks currently at 3. This may change as things continue.
I still on that smoke.
I can teach you it.
That's such a good retake smoke.
I can teach you the smoke.
Nice. Do we see double incendiary? No. Ooh, that's
so close.
Not worked out. You know, the flames with the scope here. MOTM wants to get the refrag. Oh, OC able to catch Leo Drunky moving across, and that's a huge win for ATK. Huge win. They have more utility. They have a 4v4. They've got banana well, they could have banana control. They've opted to fall back, and this is a smart move from Sharks. Be proactive on B. Get that information. If they're not on banana at this point, you can pretty much guarantee they're going towards A this round, and they understand that. So they start to rotate back to Lucan.
Lining up for a collateral, but it will only be the one. Trades are here for ATK. They're so good at this on their T sides. Moving into the site now.
I feel like Sharks is looking for too many engagements by swinging into lane. rather than playing like the pit site angles or pit
Yeah.
graveyard, pit balcony. Any of those passive angles, they're wide peeking into multiple players.
They find themselves in a 2 versus 3. One flash.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Sean. It's like they can't kind of respect that ATK are forcing them to play those positions. Because sometimes, sometimes the team will just force you back all the way into those deep positions, and there's kind of not much else you can do at that point but to play those positions well. Some teams are really good at playing those spots. Like Liquid used to be an example for me of a team that would play those spots really well, really well. But I feel like ATK are doing a lot of things right, because in that round they could have sabotaged themselves that round if they were indecisive. But they weren't indecisive. They don't spend any time so far messing around. There's no like just wasting, like creating an anti-timing by waiting too long, which a lot of teams do.
I'm so impressed with their ability to like take map control, like they just did in Banana, and immediately like leave and have a plan. Like there's no, like you said, like everyone is on the same page. They understand that they need to do things quick.
Big moment here on Banana. JT, they try to get the flashes in there. Looks like Sharks will pull out of Banana though for the time being. Molly and the smoke go down. A flash for the retake, perhaps. Get some information. Nobody here. Still Nays present, though, and a setup has been re-established. Only to... Oh, wow. I was about to say only to be knocked down, but it's going to be trades for days. 3 versus 3 now. Definitely a good spot for ATK.
Bomb needs to be collected. Not sure if they're committing just yet. There is an answer from Exit, and he will rotate over. Will that pull a second player towards the B bomb site? This is where it's important the communication continues. If there are any more sound cues, if there aren't. Very crucial information. And you can see the lack of sound cues stops Sharks from rotating. They think it's a bait. And ATK have done this deliberately through a flashbang, cut sound, suggested it's a fake, but here they come back towards the B bomb site, it seems.
Oh, they even have the molly for new box.
Just double smoke on coffins.
Oh,
this is brutal.
Time pressure could be a problem. This buys time for the rotation. He might get checked for anyway. There we go. 1, but not 2.
So may have done just enough there with the molly. Should be okay because Man doesn't realize that there's a plant there. Otherwise, he probably swings into that molly with 100 HP. And goes for the delay of the plant, which would probably have won the round, but you can't know. Good positions now post-plant. Floppy with that Kree scoped in. Oh, perfect timing actually to come off the angle. There's the repeat, isolates J&T. And Mayan now. He does not been spotted, but OC will see him in time. And another round going to ATK. They're having a great T side here.
Yeah, that timing, it was so perfect. Right?
Oh, to come off of the peak?
Yeah, the second he came off that peak and I knew he was going to peek the right side, I was like, oh, this is...
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Gosh. Very nice again. Right, so we need to see some adaptation from Sharks, I suppose, but I feel like ATK aren't doing anything out of the ordinary. Just kind of running defaults, getting map control, and just playing off of it as you would expect.
Yeah, this is such a horrible spot to be in on a CT team, right? Like, that economy right there, you want to buy, but on Inferno, it's a horrible idea to buy. So yeah, they're making the right call right now, like pistol half, get some smokes, and just kind of hope for the best. Maybe they win this round, but probably 8-2.
They're not force buying. Just note this. These guys love the force buy. I can see you shaking your head.
What?
They always want to force buy all the time. I'm just trying to buy an AWP. 7-2. Sharks having a nightmare again. Having won the pistol, been reset, and then got absolutely blasted.
What's the nightmare of a shark? A squid?
A nightmare for a shark is a fisherman.
Fisherman?
Yeah.
I think ATK are a bunch of fishermen.
Yeah, cutting them fins off, leaving them to drown. The finning industry. Shark fin soup.
What eats great white shrimps? Anything?
No.
I thought the giant
well,
squids...
sometimes orcas Orcas are the only things that mess with sharks, but they don't really mess with sharks that I know of. But I don't know about a great white shark, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody wants to mess with a great white shark.
JT peeking in the molly. Sharks holding ground on the site. This is how you want to do it. Let them come to you. Some teams, the interesting thing as well is that some teams kind of mess themselves up when they don't get peaks in these rounds, because some teams need that pick against the pistols to convince them to go into a bomb site. But that might be the cue as they start to move forwards. Great flashbang, isolating JT, but you can see Sonic has a great position to deal with these spots on the site, and he'll get 2 as well as Floppy. And that will be the biggest danger's gone now. I have a question for you, James. So you have shark diving, or like cage diving, so you can have like you can chum the water and you can attract the great whites. You can be all safe in the cage, staring down the throat of a great white shark. What's the equivalent of that on land?
On land,
I don't think there is there? Like
safari, I suppose.
But like put in a cage and like get a bear really angry or something.
Like a tiger.
A zoo.
Shoot.
If you go to a zoo and look at a gorilla in the eyes, they get really angry because you're basically challenging them. That's why if you go to London Zoo and look at the gorilla will come and start punching the glass because it's really mad. So that would be the equivalent, I suppose.
Man, imagine if they break the glass.
I don't know. I think I'd rather be by a
You don't
gorilla
want to imagine that.
than a tiger. I don't want to be by a tiger.
Yeah. Yeah, people in America like to climb into tiger enclosures.
Can't they swim too?
You're thinking jaguars. Jaguar's the GG. Jaguar will just ruin anything. In any situation, they can climb trees, they can swim, and they can outrun you. Glorious HE grenade in the face, baby. Dental bills just went through the roof. Speaking of the roof.
Man, ATK is really impressive. Like, they just immediately take what's given to them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that thing where teams wait around and are like, what should we do? What should we do? And one guy's coordinating everything. It seems like they all know how to take what's given on Inferno, which is, it's so important.
Yeah, it is Inferno, and that's the thing. Like, so many teams don't understand that, and it's really frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, they're waiting around, and they're waiting around. But as you say, ATK are achieving. There's like a string of objectives to achieve, and there's a good peak. So this is interesting because there's top mid control for Sharks. So Sharks should, at this timing, be rotating somebody towards B, and here comes the push into that B bomb site as we have another trade from Floppy, and that's going to secure the bomb plant, and they have a very strong position. And I don't know, like, so one of the things about the reason why you take top mid is because the CTs have top mid and you get to like less than a minute left, it starts to get very suspect.
Yeah.
You know that they're sitting on banana, about to come in.
I do feel like Sharks just missed shots this round.
Mm-hmm. Or that, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they should have won this round.
I like how he pressed QQ to, instead of unscoping, to hide the sound, but his timing was unfortunate. And we move to 9-2, and there isn't really, it doesn't, I don't know how much hope I kind of have for Sharks to do something here.
Well, James, do you remember
I'm losing hope.
Do you remember train, James?
Yeah, there was a comeback on the T side, for sure.
That's like the weird thing, is that you feel like, oh, if you can't get any rounds here, then you're screwed. But this series has been quite surprising so far. So I think
ATK will have. I expect them to have good, well-timed aggressions on their CT side.
It's like the same thing, too. They won pistol, and they're down 9-2.
It's madness, isn't it? Completely blind J&T. Drunky will do what he can. He'll do damage. Look at the exchange. It's 1 minute 35 on the clock. We have 5 people alive. Can't keep up with that.
Speed running.
It's not a save though this time. Like, they should really try to go for this because of all the, and it's mostly just because of all the utility they have. Like, they can do the smoke for banana.
They have 2 mollies on T side. trillion flashbangs.
Dump. Dump the junk. Denied.
It seemed weird because XR was already running back.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. That seems like.
I don't
to
know if
me-
he was running back or running to line up a grenade. But there was no sync there for sure.
Yeah.
Because Main went back to line up a grenade. Then he went forward and Exeter went back. So I don't know if he was trying to offer some kind of chain thing or there was indecision.
OC's 15 and 2.
Not bad.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
all in.
It's almost James level.
Flopzilla 8 for 3. I think he should have an AK called Flopzilla.
How close are you to the next level, James? Now, how many elo away are you?
50-ish or
Is
something.
that from 4?
Yeah,
Nice.
on the way.
Oh, coming back. Coming back.
Yeah, but I'm not getting enough sleep to actually frag properly. Leo is able to see first. And Banana has been taken. And there are no losses. There's no casualties for Sharks. Progress has been made.
Oh, hall spot versus a double lane setup.
Yep, not ideal. Man is looking towards the balk, but it's still. It depends how they do it. Do they swing into porch or do they go into the pit? So here's some flashbangs. So presumably coming out of the pit into the pit. Indeed. So got position on these two CTs now. Got to connect that one. Got to be really careful. Another one in the porch, and there it is. J&T will take the bomber out. Good trade from Floppy there. The smoke there to cover just enough time. I like that's a really smart fake, especially with the fresh smoke. He's gonna fake it again, no. And this is gonna be it. Doesn't pull out the gun in time. Nice.
I hate the push on either side of the smoke. When you're the person seeing it come through,
Yeah.
you're just, it's so annoying. But there's nothing you can do about it. You're done. But when they jump through the smoke in perfect unison, like the SAS or something, it's
On a completely unrelated note,
inside.
do you know if you hold your finger over the 0 button on your phone when you're typing, you can make a degree symbol?
you can make a what?
Like, you know, like degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius, little circle.
Really?
Yeah, check
I
it
mean,
out.
if you hold down the 0,
Yeah.
what on earth purpose does that serve?
Make that simple.
Why are you holding the 0 down, Sean? You trying to find a secret phone number?
Wow, would that help me find a secret phone number?
Are you trying to call the Thunderbirds?
Doesn't work for me.
What?
Oh,
Android.
you've been
Oh,
clowned,
yeah.
man. Oh, you should have got an iPhone, mate.
Android's better.
I say this to him all the time because he always has all these issues with his phone.
I don't know really.
So, well, you do. That's
You
why
have
it's
more issues
happened.
than me. You got a big green line on your phone.
It's because I keep dropping it on the floor.
I've dropped mine on 4 loads. It's fine.
Does it work for you, James?
What?
Holding the 0 down? Oh, look at that.
I'm not willing to try it right now.
An even number on a stat track. That was just so beautiful.
What number is it?
3,500, I think.
I'm almost at 79,000 on my AK. 34 seconds remain. ATK have changed the pace dramatically, and they are looking to wrap. There is no challenge here, and I don't know how much of an idea of this Sharks even have. They're starting to push mid, so they may know it's B, but do they know it's B from the back, from the rear with the gear? The smoke's up, the smoke is down, and so are the CTs. And I think this round is over.
Wow. Totally
Yeah.
outplayed.
Yeah. Amazing.
That was sick.
What a great round from ATK again. That T side's just been a dream. Been a revelation. Oh man. Doesn't feel like Sharks have had anything at all really. There's just not really been a response. Like for example, there hasn't been like they've had a apartment set up and got an early pick that way, or they've gone for a mid push where they get an early advantage, or they have been able to take deep banana control and get that deep smoke and then force ATK to respond to that. Like there's been no initiative taken from the Sharks' point of view. And that for me, I think has been the issue. Because when you have a team that's playing like ATK are, you have to be able to do that.
Yeah. You have to be able to fight back in Banana and win the battle.
Yeah.
Or you have to be able to do a Hall setup and kill the Halls players.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like when they are in a blatant fight where it's like 4 versus 4 in Banana, or like there are 3 people versus 4 ATK players, at that point you push Boiler and Halls at the same time because there's probably only one guy up there.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no reactionary plays right now to Sharks.
ATK, I think when they're playing well, they have been showing a good argument for why the basics, why the fundamentals can get you very, 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 very far in Counter-Strike. You just do those things well. JT going beyond the smoke. Is there a flashbang? No. There's only him towards Banana for now. And, oh dear, MOTM getting a very quick pick on Mayan. And look at the freedom that ATK have on this map right now. Just running into the A bomb site, into Moto is MOTM already. And it's going to be, oh my god, they're just annihilating Sharks. It's just a no-show. It's a complete no-show.
That is an 11-3 score strat. Some guy just solo runs up mid and just destroys everyone.
Oh god, it's so hard as well because they've been losing Banana consistently, Sharks. And ATK just do it fast timing on A's, and you have 2 players there. What do you can't do anything.
I'm really impressed by, I guess it would probably be JT, the in-game leader of ATK, just how he has the team playing. I think this team was just formed.
And they've just deleted Sharks again.
Yeah.
12-3 again. We'll see if they can close it out or if there'll be Sharks comeback again. At least attempted after the break.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Start your path to pro. Begin your matchmaking experience with like-minded players. Climb the ranks, meet your teammates, and make it all the way to the top. Rise through the ranks to the FPL circuits and play alongside the best players in the world. And who knows, you might just be the next Iwu. Begin your road to pro at FACEIT.com.
We're back. 12-3 for ATK. The Sharks are being demolished by them so far, and I don't know if there's hope. Can they give us an argument? All starts with the pistol, of course. And OC has gone for a walkabout towards second mid. And oh man, he took the Silence USP as well. Got that Cortex skin. And Floppy's about to see some players. Oh, hello. What does that mean? Now comes OC. Looking for the shots. Got to get 1 kill at least. There we go. Now you can just kind of lurk around the apartments. But Sharks do have the A bomb site. And they should get a plant too.
Spotting multiple players, OC. If he can oh, that's beautiful. If he can keep this high ground, that will really help. They have doubled the personnel for the retake, and 2 are right there by the hay bales. And here they go. Just one going straight past the double stack. Taking the bullet for the team, but they're not getting any frags out of it. How is this turned around? 4 versus 2.
What?
One goes double stack, takes the bullets, and boy, does he take the bullets. And then the rest of the frags come in. 4v2. Surely that was a shutout for ATK. Apparently not.
I mean, I respect so much how OC here, you know, he gets 3 kills, and he's got the presence of mind just to wait for his teammates to do a triple peek. That third kill from Mayan, I think he has no idea, because he's just spraying at one guy and kills OC in the pit.
I feel like they shot so many bullets, but the T's didn't lose like any help.
Yeah. So
Pistol
weird.
round.
Mayan with the spray. Nova from Sonic.
Is that happening again, guys?
It's going to start that way, it
I
seems.
don't think it will. I think just the basic fundamental understanding of this map from the T side of ATK should mean that their CT side is at least like serviceable.
Serviceable.
Sharks did get absolutely dominated in that half. In a better fashion than we saw, in a deeper fashion than we saw on Train.
There you go, James.
On Train it wasn't that deep.
5-7.
Yeah.
Big fans of the 5-7s, it seems. That looked like it should have been a kill there. Obviously, like, man,
Through something
yeah. Maybe some, I don't know.
on here.
That's a cool Nova skin. The Hyper Beast.
Nah. Antique one. The antique one is the only good one.
I have the antique one, I think. They have a nice skin though.
Well, there's a market out there for you, Dan. About time you went out there and bought one.
But you've been lending me knives for like 5 years now.
Buy a flip knife.
Why
You're an
do I-
enabler, James. You're enabling this type of
It's freeloading.
freeloading, yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Oh.
Well, now you're just not a good friend. So what's it gonna be?
What kind of friend are you, Sean? Piece of crap. Thanks for the t-shirt, though. It's a really nice t-shirt, man. Oh, I was so happy and humbled by that.
We need to make it into a mouse pad.
A mouse pad.
Oh yeah.
People want to take delivery of that illustration in some fashion. People want t-shirts.
Yeah, give the people what they want, man.
I'm ready to start t-shirt company. Alright, maybe not then. Okay, so just like no responsible, no enthusiasm.
There's an over
I'm
there.
a
Look.
man of action.
Why don't you have a knife then?
Well, because I don't really care.
Didn't
Okay.
sound like it.
Just trying to troll you, trying to trigger you.
Oh, you've done a great job.
Some
Try harder.
It's interesting that they bought smokes with their USPs.
playing for the delay here. Perhaps Sharks will waste a lot of their own time.
They think Sharks will make a mistake.
Yeah.
They think they're better than the Sharks. They think their T-sides are lacking.
Sharks are going into the stack right now. Of course, they have Exodar, who could push for info on B, which might be a good move when that smoke goes away. Leo Drunky going back for the bomb. So then they go back to B. Do ATK figure this out in time? Sonic will not be able to stop it with that USB. I haven't seen an auto sniper in a while, you know. Oh.
Okay, well there's the information play. 24 seconds.
Rip Sonic.
There we go. Doing 360s. Trying to avoid a presumed flashbang play. There we go. ATK now. Once J&T's position has been revealed. Oh, I like this setup. There's a flashbang. The Nova swings. I thought he may just stay in the corner.
Yeah, I was hoping for the bait where
Yeah.
they kill that one guy next to him and then think it's safe.
Blast him like Megatron. Alright then, we have a game on our hands. Although Sharks have half the score of their opponent, but it is buy time. OC with 6,300 will get himself an AWP. So now let's see what Sharks have to offer. I do not expect a repeat of Train. That doesn't mean I expect them to lose, but I think that we should see quite a showing from ATK on the CT side.
Yeah.
They would have full nades if they didn't buy those smokes last round.
True.
That's what I was thinking would happen.
Basically going for that quick peek on mid with the AWP. And then now we focus on this banana dynamic. Oh, wow. Good nades coming in from Sharks there. Doing some damage to JT. Now force them to be really passive on B. And so now Sharks, well, they go for the top mid take. They don't have apartments control yet. And ATK have control of top mid. So
They're just going to go back into B?
At least an arch smoke would be good. Is he going to smoke arch? Okay, there we go. Get that nade up there. So that at least can deny some information. There's no player on porch to peek. So there's a window of time now where ATK aren't sure about what's going on. Now they know.
May looking everywhere. Where on earth is my enemy? ATK moving for a reposition, for a retake. There's a flashbang. Who's going to get caught? Sonic goes for the banana play. And now they've got even more map control, and the bomb hasn't even been planted just yet. A HE towards the port. That's where J&T is with the bomb. Look at this collapse.
That's so weird.
They take B and lose B without planting the bomb or fragging a single player.
That's crazy.
That's so weird.
How terrified are you if you're planting the bomb and some guy runs through spawn into banana? And now you have to deal with a guy spawn, a guy banana, and a guy coffin.
That is pretty epic. And that puts ATK on 13. And look at the buy from Sharks. This could be a fast one. They just look better prepared. I expected some kind of aggression. Can't say I was expecting that, but it was great to watch. Unless you're a Sharks fan. ATK on the attack now. Namesake, perhaps. JT moving away. Sonic close, but not quite. Sharks playing a reactionary game at the moment. Still fighting for banana. There's a flash. Plenty of smokes on banana. Sonic still has angles. How deep do you want to go?
To get one pick ATK, they are so strong in this round. Got to be so careful. Such a fine line. There it is. Oh, the trade is beautiful from J&T.
That's an excellent trade.
It's really good, yeah. Now, ATK have drifted JT over, but he doesn't have any utility though. That's the problem. It's a really big problem. ATK kind of stacking towards A right now, but they've got top mid info. They just pop flash top mid as well. Now they're already rotating towards the B bomb site. JT's doing insane damage. He's got 3 players by himself with no utility. Just a peek. However, it's not over yet. Leo Drunky has the bomb planted, and he's got some time to maneuver here.
Good luck to him. Comes the rotation. A high jump from Floppy, and it's going to work out. That is, that's quite something.
Got hang time. Oof. I feel like Sharks needed to win that. Let's come back to happen.
And then we move to 14. Well, the money is ropey for Sharks now. It is going to be almost a complete eco. A Deagle for Leo Drunky and a P250 for Exit are exit stage right, perhaps, the way this is going. Double Molotovs, he will not survive. Victimized again by the likes of ATK.
I like the timing on the mollies there. Good stuff. Yeah, I think when you said they seem better prepared, James, definitely, it really does look that way on Inferno. ATK seem to have a more breadth and depth to their map pool.
Before they can even see Another one bites the dust. The flashbang is up, and Leo Drunky will land a shot. But what else can they do? 2 players now in the red. 3 players now in the red. The smoke is up. Sonic buying time. There is a rotation from Floppy. He's got the flash out in the well, but Sharks are not pursuing just yet. 2 per site now, and Floppy continues to close the distance. A run boost through the smoke. Kind of been expecting that, but the cleanup operation is here. There we go, nice and easy, and there's 1 million match points now for ATK versus Sharks.
Million. Despair, hopelessness, and other words such as that.
Yeah, this is... Oof. This is beyond difficult to come back from. 15-6 T-side Inferno versus a team with a built economy. It's not too built, I guess, huh? They could last 1 loss.
So looks like they're going fast towards A. Are they going to go for a timing here? Would be pretty strong. And this is the stuff we're seeing here. The Sharks did not do. ATK are doing well on their CT side. They're contesting Banana. They're not giving it up. Right there was a timing for Sharks to rush mids. There's a rotation, a 4th man going towards this A-bomb site. Floppy in the cubby gets himself one. Smoke for the cover. That is cheeky. Almost picking up another one through the smoke, but the trade comes through from Sharks. Time is of the essence here to move into this A site, but there's nowhere to go. Nothing is safe. Back to B, but there's a smoke there, and JT on the other end of it, just jump peeking it.
It's like they run into crossfire, so they think something else is open, and nothing's open.
Yeah.
ATK is playing so well.
Sonic makes his way towards Arch, and MOTM rotating a little late. He has a flashbang. I don't think it's going to come in time. Maybe JT can buy some time with his flash of his own, but he will get absolutely wrecked. 3 versus 3 now. MOTM trying to punish the rotation, but the bomb will make its way through. The HE isn't close to the site for the default plant spot. A boost up, and it's punished by JNT. This HE could still have a part to play in this round. There it comes, and it will leave him on 15. How much do they invest into this? Money's not perfect. Sonic falling back. He's going to be peaked, though. JNT with poor position. Surely that encourages OT to continue. Exit R in the red now. They're both in pistoling distance. Oh, he pulls it out just at the wrong moment. The barrel of his AWP maybe, giving his position away, and Sharks make it to 7.
So they get one freebie here. Oh, never mind. ATK gonna force up.
Really good recovery from Sharks there. It looks really hopeless. Moving into the mid round there. Trying to get towards H, didn't work out. Having to desperation push B. And let's say we get the force up from ATK. Still looks pretty good, all things considered. Fast movement, the 1v1 there from Maya not panning out. I respect the attempt, but at the very least, Sharks need to secure positioning on Banana before moving forwards after sacrificing Mayan and seeing the player drop back, but they will give it up. Have top mid now, though. ATK have a man up, but do they want to go for more aggression here? They do still have 2 MP9s.
Floppy creeping on Arch. No one to flash for him. No one to play short. Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, we've got distraction being run. Maybe for Floppy to play off of this. I don't know if JNT turned around, but the timing was perfect. Had to be connected. Caught off guard Sharks. 3 remaining. A smoke towards CT on B. Fountain position from JT. Gets him a free frag. There are trades, and now Sonic looking to deliver the last one. Exeter on a 1 versus 3. 30 seconds to plant the bomb. He commits to it. You can hear the rotation. See him moving his crosshair. Stuck on the side. That will create some space for a time, but he has to hope that CT peeks him first. He needs a 1 versus 1. The wide swing from OC with the pistol out. 1v1 now. Floppy with the USP. It's awkward behind the smoke. Exeter looking for a flank just to an ace, sorry, just to stay alive, but he won't get it. Floppy through the smoke will get the final frag, and ATK will take it. 16-7. Sharks were never in this game.
They weren't, but ATK certainly were, and I am quite impressed by what we saw from ATK's T side at the very least. They showed a great understanding of the fundamentals, in the theory, of playing T side Inferno.
I think even CT side, they had a lot of cool crossfires, good pop flash setups. Even that last round, right? Floppy was stuck in Cubby. You can see he probably asked for someone to aggress on lane, which OC did. Drew attention. He gets an FP9 frag. I mean, everything just seemed really well thought out. So hats off to ATK. They're a new team, and structurally, they look really good.
Yeah, I hadn't seen this team play before this week, and they show lots of promise. Again, another young North American team with lots of discipline, which is fantastic to see. Congratulations to them for winning this week. I do believe it's Sharks, though, who will make it to land because, it's the 2 weeks. They're going to have a lot of things to fix before they get there, for sure. There's plenty of things to learn from this week's games, as well as last week. Some highlights, some lowlights. Here are the scores on the doors. Nice to see another team come up like ATK. There are plenty more tests for them in the future, especially in the other weeks of ECS. Who knows how far they can go and if it will be their turn to have some bigger upsets, as we saw from Sharks versus the likes of Liquid, who you do wonder if they're being a little inconsistent with the results they've had today and yesterday. But it is Sharks who will join the LAN in North America in Dallas. They make $15,000 in prize money. ATK coming close, but again, not quite there. Same for Evil Geniuses. The future weeks, though, the winner will go direct to LAN, direct to the final. So there's plenty more action to come, and the stakes will be even higher in the later weeks than it was in these 2 weeks being put together for accumulated prize money. That is going to bring our week to a close. However, we have the HyperX play of the game to come.
Ooh, who's getting it?
I don't know.
I have no idea with this one.
OC maybe?
Yeah.
He had some cool rounds.
Oh.
Okay, they've gone for a Sharks, a rare highlight from Sharks.
It's the OC. No, it's OC. Here we go.
Oh, the Deagle. There we go, got baited.
A millisecond.
Oh, here we go, the hero play. Who knows what may have happened? It's because it's a custom HUD, so there's a slight delay from the time in the actual game, so you have to bear that in mind.
I wish the pop-up came in the game. Sometimes it happens when the defuse is like super close.
Yeah. That would be interesting. The tooltips or the tidbits, whatever you want to call them. Well, that was the play of the game. That really was down to the wire. Sharks having nightmares, getting reset twice on both maps on their CT sides, only winning the pistol, then having basically no success after that. It is heartbreaking for them, but there are other, well, they've got some time now to fix things before LAN. So yeah, plenty of demos to watch and things to repair for Sharks. That's going to bring our week to a close. There are ECS cups on FACEIT, FACEIT.com. Have a look at the cups. You can do a search in the top and they'll come up for you. And also, if you don't have premium, ECS 7 in subscriptions, you can get yourself a week's premium. It will say that it's subscribed to something. That is hopefully being sorted out, but it's not going to do that, so don't worry about that. But ECS 7 will give you 7 days of premium. Our second week of ECS has come to a close, so it's thank you from him, and it's goodbye from the three of us. Have a great weekend. We will see you on the servers.